You're live streamed all over the world, so let's try that again. Hi, Eddie. All right, Morton, let's make some noise. Well, Morton Junior High School. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mary. I'm the project director for 33rd Annual Jim Brookhart Arts and Education Spring Celebration. And what a beautiful day we have today for Morton Day, the day we bring Morton Junior High down, take over the entire Peoria County Courthouse Plaza. Behind me, we have one of the bands we have here, Ms. Fitzpatrick. The 6th grade band, starting with the 6th grade band here at the Circle stage. Run 3, count of 3, current stages going from 11 to 1:30 here at the Courthouse Plaza in Peoria, Illinois. We'll start off with the 6th grade orchestra at the Monument stage, and MEC is starting off junior high choir over at Main and Jackson, right over to my right or left, just over the courthouse. We have here has expanded. I'll tell you guys a little story. I taught at Peoria Manual Academy, and then Peoria High School, and my choir used to stand dance when they were building right there behind you, and it was not a beautiful day as it is today. It was cloudy, and my kids are going, "This is cold. We're cold. It's raining on us." I said, "I know, it'll stop any minute." Little did they know it was not raining on me. It was only raining them as gentlemen were up there pushing a broom and clearing off the water from in the day before. Shh, don't. They're all a little bit older now. I think they've heard that story a few times. So these kids learn to adapt and rest in the sunshine in their eyes, and they're going to make beautiful, beautiful music. I see a lot of you have your phones out there to take pictures, but I want you also to share this information. We are live streaming today on our YouTube channel. All you have to do is put in GM Spring Celebration or Spring Celebration on YouTube, or go to our Facebook page and share the link that will be on in just a few minutes to that YouTube channel, and your family and friends far here who can't be with us today can watch along for the entire day and join in what they're seeing here on the Circle stage today. So that children up here, Grandma and Pa and Aunt and Uncle, and your friends can follow along. If they're home here in Peoria, they can go to the Comcast channel 22 or IB channel 11, IB3 channel 11. So not just this wonderful crowd that you have brought today, enjoy this wonderful music and the beautiful art that you see behind you, but you can also invite friends over to join today. So again, I'm Mary Rouse on behalf of the Office of Education here in Peoria. We welcome you. Beth Kreider-Derry's our superintendent, and of course Jerry Brook will be here later. Stop by and say hello. Enjoy your day. Okay? Yep. All right.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for coming out. This is Katrina Fitzpatrick, and the 6th grade, we're going to go ahead and get started with On and Upward by William Owens. wind and all up there. Okay, so the sixth grade band meet 3 mornings a week to rehearse, 7:35 until 8:05. And there are students from 5 different elementary schools to make up the sixth grade, which is 84 members strong. I would like to introduce the students by their entry school, starting with all of this from Lincoln Elementary School. Lincoln, go ahead and please stand up. Let's hear it for the Lincoln sixth graders. Okay, thank you, guys. Next are Grundy Gators. Okay, Grundy, stand on up. And then we have 3 students from Bethel Lutheran. Bethel, stand up. Here we go. Thank you. And got Letty Brown Bears. Where are our lunch students at? And last but not least, Jefferson Patriots. Jefferson. Thank you much. The first piece we played on Upward, we took that piece to contest last Friday, and all of these students did very, very well. I'm proud to announce and get a first division rating at contest, which is quite an accomplishment, especially when you're playing, so nice job. And along with for our contest, we've also spent a great time working out of our method book. The students have had a of checkoffs that they've been working on. And I thought, such a nice day, one of our checkoffs was called Winter Goodbye. So I thought it would be very fitting if we played Winter today. And this was helping the clarineters get over the break. All over the break by spring break. So this is one of our checkoffs, Winter Goodbye. Shines. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. So the last checkoffs we did as a band, and then we do a good group of students that are looking ahead they're on the advanced track, and the advanced checkoffs is America Creativity. And so I would like to rec the students who've been working ahead in the method, and they've checked off America. So go ahead and stand up if you already checked that one off. Please give these students a round of applause, please. And now they're going to share with you. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Way to work. I have 2 more pieces that we've prepared from lap contest. This next piece is called Lost City. And this goes to depict it's a programmatic piece, goes to paint an image in your mind of just a city or a civilization due to some sort of tragic event has been lost and sort of recovering this city. So it has a very cool tribal-filled percussion we'll create and back. This is Lost City by Paul Lavender. selection arrangement of one of the wind ensemble classics of all time. This is Shepherd's Head by Percy Granger. And this piece is supposed to depict Shepherd having a fun time afternoon, maybe such as this out in the past. And the piece will get faster and faster, and you'll hear the melody that's presented at the beginning taken through a set of variations, and each instrument group gets the melody at some point. So even our tubas, who usually don't get to play the melody, can play the melody in this piece. This is Shepherd's. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for joining us for our SIG band portion of the program. In about 15 minutes, we're going to change the stage, and the 7th grade band will appear. So please don't go away, and thank you all much. So let's have one more round of applause for the 6th band. Thank you. If you are a 7th grader, if you wouldn't mind coming down to the stage, please. Great percussionist, thank you. Okay, 7th graders, please come on down, please.
My phone hates my sunglasses. Okay, Jake.
Good morning. It's Katrina Fitzpatrick, and I am the director of 7th grade band at Morton Junior High. And we're excited to share some of our music this morning. Presently, we're waiting choir students who are just finishing up on the stage across the courthouse. We'll be with you in just a couple of, but Thank you very much for joining this morning. We'll be with you shortly.
Yeah, sorry. We were watching.
How are we doing, 7th grade? It's a lovely day. I got bad news. You guys don't get to perform. We have to go back to school right now.
Here's Hannah. Okay, who else do we need?
Okay, we've got all of our members and we are ready to go. Once again, this is the Morton Junior High School 7th grade band, and we've got 3 selections to share with you this morning. All 3 of these selections we performed at Dunlap this last Friday night at the Dunlap Organizational Contest, and I'm very pleased to announce that the 7th grade band had a very, very high Division I, if we can give them a round of applause for their achievements at the Dunlap contest. Our first piece is by Anne McGinty. Anne McGinty is a very prolific composer, especially for middle school band. And this piece is called Legend of the Eagle. Thank you very much. I'm pleased to announce that right now, currently in the 7th grade band, this is one of the largest 7th grade groups we've ever had. There's 88 students in this band, which is very, very impressive. And along with band, the students participate in various other activities at the school. So band's not just their only activity. We have a majority of the students that participate in either school or travel athletics. Just curious, if you're an athlete in either school or club sports, can you guys please go ahead and stand up? Let's give all of our athletes a round of applause, please. Thank you, guys. And we've also, our Scholastic Bowl team is very, very good. They went very far this year. Could our Scholastic Bowl members please be recognized, please? Where are Scholastic Bowl? And we have several students that participate in dance, cheer, or gymnastics. If they could go ahead and stand up and be recognized, please. And we also have several color guard members. If our color guard members could go ahead and stand up, please. Color guard, let's hear it. And we've got, once again, very many students participating in choir or the musical. Could our singers and our actors please stand up? There, guys. And then chess and what else? Oh, yeah. Okay. And we've got some members on the chess team and in yearbook. Could our yearbook and chess students please be recognized, please? And finally, thank you, guys. And you always hear that music makes you smarter, and that is a fact. And we've got a huge number of students that are on the honor roll. Could our honor roll students please stand? Thank you very much. So I really respect all the students participating in music along with all their other activities at the junior high to give them a very well-rounded education, and I'd like to encourage you all to continue with all of your activities. Our next piece we're going to share with you is called There Will Come, Soft Rains Will Come, and this is by a local composer named Robert Sheldon. For years, Mr. Sheldon taught in East Peoria. He was the high school band director there, and now he is head of Alfred Publishing, and he travels the world working with different honor groups, and he's a very, very wonderful musician and a dear friend. This is Robert Sheldon's Soft Rains Will Come. Thank you very much. Our last selection that we're going to share with you this morning is called Fanfare for the Third Planet. And this was written by Richard Saucedo. Richard Saucedo, once again, a very prolific composer. He writes for both marching band and concert band pieces. And this has been a very fun piece. The students have enjoyed playing this. Very percussive and a lot of really cool, intricate parts. This is Fanfare for the Third Planet.
You gotta keep it going. Short. We'll do it, okay? Here it is. 8 minutes, get yourself, okay? 1,
Thank you so very much. Can we have one more round of applause for all the 7th graders? They did a wonderful job. The next group up on the band stage will be the Morton Junior High School 8th grade band, and they'll be with you at noon. So once again, we'll take a couple minutes to get ourselves warmed up and change the stage. Please stick around. Thank you.
All the schools that participate in our 5-week period go away with a participation plaque courtesy of these wonderful sponsors that keep this program going year after year. This year we were the recipients of an opportunity grant to help with our fundraiser that we held February 9th. And we did a promotional video, and Morton Junior High was part of that promotional video. I hope that you got a chance to see that video, and I know that Miss Fitzpatrick shared that on your Facebook page, so I think that you got a chance to see that. Again, we were a recipient of a grant from the Community Foundation of Central Illinois, and we thank them for that. And that is part of our streaming that you see going on today. So we thank Focal Point Video for doing that promotional video and the streaming that you see going on today. Our corporate sponsors for 2018, several of them have been part of this event since inception. Of course, Caterpillar Incorporated, and they're all on this plaque that Morton Junior High will be taking home with them, and also the elementary choirs. Caterpillar Incorporated, Commerce Bank, Ameren, Illinois, and the city of Peoria. We thank them for their very large donations that keep this program going year after year. Also, we want to thank our sponsors, again, the city of Peoria, Enjoy Peoria, Peoria Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. Cook Party Rentals. They help us out with our rentals of these chairs that you're sitting in today. Kidder Music, Peoria Area, the Peoria County Bar Association. Of course, the Associated Bank. I'm going to repeat some of these because it's hot, and I've been doing this a long time. The county, Peoria County, City of Peoria, and the container that we keep all this in every night. Everything comes up at the end of the day, gets put away, comes back down, is ready for the next schools the next day. And Jim Hawk Trailers gives us an in-kind donation of that container. Also, of course, I'd be remiss if I did not mention the Friends of Peoria County ROE, my board that helps us out immensely. So on behalf again of the Regional Office of Education, Beth Derry, our regional superintendent, good catch. Art just caught the wind and they caught it over there, good catch. Thank you all for being here, and we'll get ready for the next band. Again, orchestras at the Monument, choir singing up at Main and Jefferson, right over the other side there of the buildings.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here for the noon hour. This is the Morton Junior High School 8th grade concert band, and my name is Katrina Fitzpatrick. It's our pleasure to share with you 3 of our contest selections with you this afternoon. And the first one starting up is Normandy Beach by John Edmondson. This is a march that will feature our flute section as well as our clarinets and counterline in the tubas and baritones. This is Normandy Beach. Thank you so much. And I forgot to mention Seth Salyers on the snare solo at the beginning of that. Can we have a round of applause for Seth on the snare solo? Nice job, Seth. Our next selection is called In Heaven's Air, and this is a slower piece, sort of more reflective, and this is by Samuel Hazo. And we've really enjoyed playing this piece. It's presented a band that's been playing for 3 years some nice challenges as far as lyricism goes and range, certainly in some of the instruments. And so we hope you enjoy our interpretation of In Heaven's Air. Thank you. We've got one more selection to share with you this afternoon. But before we do, I would like to congratulate the 8th grade band. As I mentioned, they were at the Dunlap Invitational Music Organizational Contest last Friday, and they scored one of the highest first division rankings you could possibly score. They got a superior ranking, so if we could congratulate our 8th graders on their musical achievements. Nice job, you guys. This next work is a very special work for us. This is called Juxed Opposed, and this was named after and written in memory of the first band director ever at Morton Junior High School, Rudy Juxed. Rudy was a fabulous musician, and he was known throughout the area as a great clarinet player. He played in the Peoria Municipal Band and was just a staple at the junior high for years. And a couple years ago, sadly, he passed away, but we played this piece in memory of him. And the composition behind the piece is he was a really energetic guy, so you'll hear spurts of energy, but it's going to be juxtaposed, a play on words, with a rather lyrical section in the clarinet section, which that was his instrument. So it's sort of paying him tribute as a great clarinet player, but also kind of illustrating his spark and his character. This is Juxtapose. Thank you so much. We are going to get the stage switched up here for our jazz band. They'll be our last band on the stage this afternoon. Thank you very much, and stick around. Okay, thank you for joining us for our third block here at the band stage. Our opening for the jazz band is Max and Aiden. They've prepared a marimba duet that today performed on xylophones. This is a bluesy duet that is called Swingers. This is Max and Aiden. Nice job, John. Before we get to the jazz band, a couple people I'd like to thank for all of their help this afternoon. This is Mr. Hornsby over here carrying a bell set. Hey, thank you, Mr. Hornsby. Mr. Hornsby's been a huge help with the 6th grade band. He works with the percussionists, and he's been a great help today, making sure all the equipment gets back and forth. And then Mr. RBC's around here somewhere. This is Mr. RBC. Mr. RBC is our Band-Aid. He helps out with all of the groups, and he will be sharing some of his talents with us in the jazz band, as he's an amazing saxophone player, and we'll get to hear from him shortly. So we're going to, one more second to get tuned up, and then the jazz band will be right here with you. Okay, we're going to open things up with our favorite song of this school year. This is called The Chicken, and we performed The Chicken back in December at the Midwest Band and Orchestra Clinic in downtown Chicago, and this has remained one of our favorite tunes ever since. We'll hear from Mr. RBC opening up with a tenor solo. We'll also hear from Daniel Weaver on a tenor solo, as well as Jared Taylor on a trumpet solo. This is The Chicken. Thank you so much. And again, that was the chicken. Moving on to our next selection, we're going to hear from Jared Taylor again on the trumpet, this time with a plunger. This is Wizard Wheezes, and this is from the 6th Harry Potter movie when Fred and George open up their joke shop. So this is going to have almost like a sing, sing, sing feel. Very fun, very, like I said, some good practical humor here. This is Wizard Wheezes. Okay, we're going to bring up our vocalist this year, Olivia Vickery, and we're going to feature her on a great jazz standard. This is Stormy Weather for a Day That Is Not Today.
Hey, you guys. Hey, 6th grade. The camera's on you guys.
Thank you very much. We'll get to hear from Olivia again at the beginning of our intro to the Land of Make-Believe. This has been one of our newer charts, and we've had a great deal of fun with this. The trumpets are picking up their flugelhorns for Land of Make-Believe, and Tyler just ran off to grab a tuba. We've got some more flute features from Samantha Barnhill down here in the flute section, and we will get to hear from Jared Taylor again on the Land of Make-Believe. Nice job, cello, tuba. Okay. Thank you. Next up, we've got St. Thomas, and this is going to feature both Elise and Kiara on flute, as well as Ellie on the trumpet, and we'll hear from Daniel Weefer, Sarah Weefer, and Tyler again on St. Thomas, and Connor and Seth. I don't want to forget about you guys. Okay, St. Thomas. Thank you. Our next tune is Aftershock, and this is going to feature Emma Nevor on the bari, as well as our Band-Aid, Mr. Arbisi again, and Jared Taylor on the trumpet.
was Emma Neville on the bari, as well as Jared Taylor on trumpet, and Mr. RBC. And we've got one last medley to put together for you this afternoon. So definitely stick around to hear this. Once again, we'll hear from Mr. RBC, this time on bari sax. Is that correct? And we're bringing back out our vocalist, Miss Olivia Vickery. And we're going to put together a compilation of Superstition and Play That Funky Music. And we'll hear from soloist Haley Richmond and Tyler and Cameron Shook. Here it is, Superstition and Play That Funky Music.
Broke down and check out the show. Yeah, they was dancing and singing and moving to the grooving, and just when it hit me, some and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die." I tried to understand this. I thought that they were out of their minds. How could I be so foolish to not see I was the one behind? But still I kept on fighting, losing every step of the way. And I must go back there and check to see if they still the same. Yeah, they was dancing and singing and moving to the grooving, and just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky Now first it wasn't easy, changing rock and roll in minds, and things were getting shaky. I thought I had to leave it behind, but now it's so much better. It's so much better. I'm bunking out in every way. Ooh, never lose that feeling of how I learned my lesson that day. Yeah, they was dancing and singing and moving to the grooving, and just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die." Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die.
Thank you so much for joining us over the noon hour today, and thank you supporting both art and music in our schools. It's very much appreciated. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Thank you, guys.